All right, NCAA. This is week 0. Is this, are we calling it week 0 or week 1?
Week 0.5.
Week 0. Saturday, August 26th is where we're starting it. We got 7 games. Before that, we're having a kind of a conversation. So if y'all want to go to Coach's Call 0 on TikTok, we've got our Discord link there. There's a discussion right now on our Discord as to what would y'all say? What would you say we're talking about? The most exciting conference in football this year, maybe, or the more dominant? No, not the more dominant, because Tony, what would you call it?
Yeah, Tony, what would you call it before I answer?
Yeah, our conversation on the Discord.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. The SEC is still the best conference, but the Pac-12 might be more established with their top teams. I'll put it like that.
Okay, hold on. So when you mean established, they haven't sniffed a championship in quite a while, or tried to. You mean their top what, 2 or 3?
4. Their
top 4 are probably head and shoulders above any other top 4 in any other conference. Is that what you're saying?
No, but I'm saying you know what you're going to get because they're experienced ball clubs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, in the SEC, like we were just discussing off air,
we don't know what we're getting with Bama.
You don't know what you're getting with Bama. You don't know what you're getting with that Beck kid. A&M has a quarterback race. Hugh Freeze. There's a lot of turnover.
But I mean, Tony, in your heart of hearts, you've got to know that Bama is still going to be one of the top 2 teams in that conference. They're not going to go away in a year.
No, and you saw my prediction. I got Bama, Georgia, SEC championship.
Yeah.
But my prediction also says no SEC in the championship.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, dude, look, this is why I waited for you an extra 7 minutes, Tony. This is why, because I needed this. Now, okay.
Donnie
yeah, no. I want to see Donnie's vein come out of his fucking forehead before we do anything else. No. So here's my thing is I predicted USC last year to be something really, really special this year. I don't think the Pac-12 is going to be that tough. I think it's going to be exciting to watch, especially those 9:00 games, late at night. Have a little in you, have a couple brewskis in you, order a couple pizzas from Tony, and if I can watch those games, it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be an exciting conference to watch. I really think all of them are going to be exciting to watch. I just think USC runs away with it. They got the best quarterback in the nation. Their recruiting class. They got one of the best coaches, hands down.
Offensively.
Yeah. They got one of the best coaches. I mean, let's be honest with it, Tony. Nobody plays defense anymore. I mean, if they do, it's got to be.
Nobody plays defense in all of college football, but go ahead.
Or NFL, so shut up over there. But what matters is, can your team play defense in the last 1 or 2 series of the game, right? Because we're thinking, hey, last one to touch it wins. Or that's what it seems like, right? In saying that, you got to give – this is where OU shit the bed last year because they got a defensive coordinator as a head coach.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, this is where I say USC props. I think he runs away with it, especially since he has the best quarterback in the nation. Saying he's one of the best coaches, I'm going to go to one of the worst coaches. Harbaugh is only suspended for 3 games, not 4.
Yeah, I did see. I saw that yesterday.
Okay. Well, we got to make sure not that it matters.
Yeah, their first 4 is a cakewalk.
Yeah,
anyway,
the first 4 is trash. But anyway, I also got in a debate on TikTok. I love TikTok. Guys are starting to talk back to me and not like me, and this is really cool. I got into a debate with a journalist. He said he's a journalist. He said he doesn't do this for fun. He's not a homer. He said, this is my job. I am a journalist. I said, well, congratulations, you're on TikTok. So am I. I think A&M goes 8-4. And we went back and we went back and forth and we went back and forth. That's okay. That's okay. Right. You know, A&M's my sleeper. I think we're going to be a good ball club. I like the two quarterbacks that we've got that are racing for it right now. Mr. King is out of the race. It's Wiedemann and Johnson. So it's a two-man race now for A&M. We got a great receiving crew. I think we're going to have one of the top defenses around. So, I mean, I'm just saying that. But anyway, Donnie, what do you think about all that? I mean, you're in the Discord. You've been in the Discord, and you've read the comments. And
we've had some shots going back and forth.
Yeah, everybody's shooting at Donnie's forehead. So here's Donnie. Come on, Donnie, defend it.
I got a big target right here, and I got a big target because I said there's going to be two teams from the SEC in the championship in the Final Four, and maybe, very maybe, they have to play each other like they have done in the past. That said, I think the Pac-12 is down this year. I don't think they did a good job in the transfer protocol. I think that they're not that exciting to watch. I think that the Washington running back is a very good running back. He is very, very solid. Should he have won the Heisman last year? I don't think so. I mean, quarterback. Where did Washington finish last year?
8 overall.
8 overall. And where were they ranked before the season started?
Unranked.
Yeah. They were unranked. Okay, that's a great improvement. I will give them that. But every team that they said last year was going to do well from the Pac-12 and be in the top 5, top 10, they weren't there. I mean, it's just I do understand what's happening. They want to get to that level. But when they start scheduling these teams from the Big 10, the Big 12, and the SEC, they go out there and get hang-swoggled. I mean, they just don't have the horses. And that's not because they can't recruit. I mean, obviously they've won championships in the past and they've done great things, but they don't have those horses that the South, the Big 10, and the Big 12 are recruiting right now. I think USC is probably one of the better teams in the conference. I really do.
It's very diplomatic for you to add the other conferences in there, Donnie. You just staved off a couple of more arrows. That's very well put.
I mean,
yes,
I'm with
you.
I didn't say the Big 10 or the Big 12 was going to win. That is the SEC's title. Until somebody comes in and knocks them off, it's their title. They won. What did I say?
But here's the other
13
thing.
13 of the last 20.
I wanted to tell these guys on the Discord, me and Donnie, we're not meat riders or dick riders or whatever they call us on the Discord. We are fans. I am openly a fan of the SEC. I think because I am a fan of the SEC, that's the best conference in college football. I am also a fan of Texas A&M. Do I ride meat? Do I ride dick? No, I am a fan. So when I see these other guys like Tony is a fan of UT, you know, Tristan is a fan of the Carolina Panthers. You know, you're a fan, and you stick up, but also the stats don't lie. And please don't give me this bullshit. Well, what happens in the bowl games? You know, dude, nobody plays in bowl games. All of our guys are sitting out in the bowl. The bowl games don't even matter. That's why I cannot wait for them to expand this experience, get more people in a playoff instead of just 4, and do away with these bowl games, because now it's going to fucking matter, man.
People talked about me rooting for the winners. My favorite team is the Vanderbilt Commodores. I know nothing about fucking winning in college football at all, except for it's always the other team. Now, that said, we did beat Florida last year. We're very happy they're on the schedule again this year. Thank you, Florida, for being bad. But at the end of the day, the SEC has just dominated, and they've dominated because they're just recruiting the fastest players on the field most of the time. That said, they've done it very consistently, and they're doing it in ways that people aren't used to. Georgia doing defense has thrown everybody for a loop. Their defense, which was supposed to be down, if you listen to everybody last year, Georgia can't make the run again. They don't have the defense. They lost, 7 of the 12 starters, blah, 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 blah. And their defense was better, statistically better than it was the year before. That's crazy. Stetson Bennett can't be a pro quarterback. You know, he's 27 years old. Man, he's looking pretty good up there right now. I get it. They're playing against the second and third team.
Not only that,
but,
dude, there's another Georgia quarterback that played last night for the Commodores or whatever the hell Washington's called now.
Commanders.
He comes in and does the game-winning drive. He was a Georgia product too. From.
It's a crazy thing.
Yeah, dude.
The SEC recruits 4- and 5-star athletes all the time. That's their normal. And then they send them to the pros, which means more people want to go to the SEC because they feel they have a better chance to go to the pros. Don't believe me? Look at the pro lineups. Look at the Eagles. The Eagles is pretty much the Alabama Crimson Tide.
All right, before I let Tony finish this off, and then we can get to our picks, I'm going to say this: the big thing with everybody hating on the SEC, and now Texas and Oklahoma are going to be big fans of the SEC. They hated the SEC before; they're going to be big fans next year. It's not the SEC that's a good conference; it's Georgia and Alabama are great teams.
Well,
that's what hold on. That's what everybody's saying. Tristan's shaking his head going, yep. It's Georgia and Alabama. Everybody else sucks. You know, top to bottom, the Big 12 is better than the SEC. Top to bottom, the Pac is better than the SEC. Top to bottom, everybody's better than the SEC. The only difference is Georgia and Alabama are in the SEC. So I watched the thing today. It came out today. You guys need to watch the Florida Gator Untold Story from 2005 to 2009 when Urban Meyer was there. It came out today. If you've never seen it, you need to watch it. Urban Meyer came from Utah. He had just had 2 fantastic seasons at Utah. He got to the SEC, his first game. He said this, he goes, I heard the very first tackle in the very first game, and I couldn't believe the sound. And I look at the size of these men playing. You don't get that anywhere else other than the Southeast Conference, other than in the South. Now, I'm going to add, not in the South, I'm going to add the ACC also and a few Texas teams. But even Urban Meyer said that. And he was coaching there. Even Dan Mullins, who was his offensive coordinator at the time, said, holy shit, we've got grown fucking men that are 19 years old. This is what we're coaching now. This is the SEC.
The SEC is
it's not the SEC. Tristan is telling us it's just Georgia and just Alabama.
No, it's not. Here's the thing that you're going to find. When you hit the pros, they all talk about the speed of the game. Oh, the speed of the game is so much faster, you know, and then the speed of the game is slowing down for me. It's the same thing in college football. The speed of the game in the SEC is so much faster than it is in every other division. Don't believe me? Look at the head coaches. Where do the head coaches want to go? The SEC. Why? Pays the most money, and it's the best shot. If you want to go pro, that's where you're going to go. Or if you want to get paid the big bucks, that's where you want to go.
I want to interject.
All right, Donnie, me and you have said enough.
Okay.
Everybody knows me and Danny are SEC. Me and Donnie are SEC fans. I'm an A&M fan. I'm going to let Tristan, you give your 2 cents, and then Tony, you cap it off, brother, with whatever you got to say. Defend the Big 12 also. I'm a Big 12 fan too, but defend whatever you got to defend, Tony, and let's get some pick-ups.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Fuck the SEC. I'm rooting for the underdog. I want the other conferences to fuck them. Just I want somebody else to fucking win it. I cannot wait for the playoffs to be expanded simply because I think it'll throw a March Madness feel in there, and you might get that Cinderella team to go on that run, and I think it'll be more fun.
No, they had it this year with TCU. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I mean, well, porn stars want to be movie stars. That ain't always the case.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Christian.
Anyways, Tony, the floor is yours.
You know what I'm excited for this season? And I know Donnie's going to disagree because he already basically stated this. But on paper, preseason, it's the most wide open it has been across the country.
Yeah.
And if you disagree with that, I think maybe you have to reevaluate everything. Michigan, Ohio State look good. I'm high on Wisconsin. The top 4 in the Pac-12 look strong. Texas looks to be back. Oklahoma looks to improve. The SEC is going to be the SEC. Florida
Oklahoma has to improve. They can't get fucking worse.
Yeah, Venables has to do something. You got the co-runner-up in the runner-up in the Big 12. Hopefully they can bounce back and have a decent season. Florida State, Miami looks to have a bunch of recruits. Clemson, new offensive coordinator. Hopefully
North Carolina, North Carolina, baby.
North Carolina, Drake May.
Hey, Tony, North Carolina, along with Wisconsin, along with Oregon State, I believe, and no, I'm just talking about schedules, Tony. Remember we talked about this last time. Because the schedule's set up so well, I think Oklahoma State's the other one in the Big 12. Because the schedule sets up so well. Love those teams.
I could just never put my money on Ungalele in Oregon State.
Yeah.
But Corvallis is a tough place to play. I lived in Oregon for a little bit. That's a tough stadium to go play at. I don't know if they finished it yet. Last year, only half the stadium was even open. So hopefully they finished that. Their defense was good last year. But I just mean on paper, with all the question marks with the SEC this year, with all the turnover, it has to be the most wide open, and it has been in years.
And the other thing,
Georgia-Bama.
Well, and the other thing, Tony, and this is where you and everybody else disagrees with me here, and disagrees with Donnie. Not only do we have question marks in the SEC, but we got to play each other week in and week out in the SEC. If we don't. For us, we'll have a Vandy, we'll have a Missouri, but other than that, in conference, it's fucking tough. Week in and week out. But anyway, I digress.
That's where last year y'all were saying the Big 12 were cannibals, and that's because it was such an even conference. I think the SEC will be cannibals this year, and I think Georgia is the only team that makes it into that playoff because they have relatively an easy SEC schedule compared to the other SEC teams.
Oh no, they've got the
they have
easiest.
A cupcake. They have the cupcake.
The easiest.
Exactly.
Yes, 100%.
And that's I got Georgia.
Don't say relatively easy. They have the cupcake.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's absolutely fucking
I think it's
going
to be a cannibal conference this year. LSU can beat anybody. Who knows what Hugh Freeze is going to do? A&M looks to be back with fucking what's his name at the offensive coordinator and Jimbo with his fucking notebook.
You love that.
Bobby
Petrino,
Florida,
Bobby.
I think a lot of people are counting Florida out, but I think they could sneak up on some people this year. I just think they're going to cannibalize each other, and I can see a lot of SEC teams with 2 losses this year.
And I don't see Florida as bad as everybody fucking says. I don't care what. There's a lot of SEC hate, but they are still freaking athletes. I mean, athletes. Yeah. You're going to get more athletes to go to Florida than any other school other than USC and Oregon, maybe, in the Pac-12. You'll have more natural athletes go to Florida than you will to any Big Ten school, just because of where it's at. I mean, who the hell wants to go play in 5 foot of fucking snow? Nobody. So I mean, I think especially on our Discord, we're jumping the gun as far as how bad Florida's going to be. Chase, that's as much as I'm going to help you, Chase. If you listen to this, that's it. I'm done helping you, bitch. All right, let's get on. Chase, I love you, brother. Get on here soon. Hey, we're also missing Puff, and then Sit Dog says he wants to come in sometime, and we need to have Twisted because he's going to hate everything we say because he's a huge SEC hater. But you got your chance, Twisted, to come on whenever you want, man.
Who's Twisted college team, Tony?
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Hey, they're first on the docket.
The Fighting Catholics, man. Let's go. Let's see how many altar boys can sit on laps on first Saturday of the month. Okay, so we got August 26th, Navy Notre Dame. It's a 1:30 game. It's at Notre Dame. Notre Dame is preseason number 13. It's Notre Dame minus 20.5. Does anybody have the total on that? I think it's 50
and a half.
50 and a half. Let's go around the board. What do you think? What do you think on this one, Tristan?
Give me Notre Dame by murder, minus 20.5, and the under 50.5.
And the under 50.5. Okay. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
So one thing I love to look at with high totals, with high spreads, is the over-under. It's a low over-under for such a big spread. Navy is coming in with a lot of question marks. They have that new coach, they have a new offensive coordinator, but they are 6-0 against the spread in the last 2 years with a total between 10 and 21. It sits at 21.5. The game's in Ireland, which I don't love. I'm going to be on Navy plus 20.5.
Are they not running the triple option anymore, Tony?
They're still going to run the triple option, but they have an offensive coordinator who's never ran the triple option. So there's a couple question marks there that they normally don't have. The Hawaiian is out.
Okay, good.
Their coach has been there for, 10, 15
As long as they're still running the triple option, I love your under there. Go ahead, Tony,
Yeah,
finish up.
I like the under as well, and I think it correlates with the spread, because to enable to cover that 21 and get the under, you're looking at what, a 40-10 game, a 35-14 kind of game. Yeah. And I think that puts in for that backdoor cover or maybe that late cover for Notre Dame. But I'm going to take Navy on this one.
I got you. Donnie, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Tristan. I think same thing. I think Notre Dame runs this game away, but I don't think the over hits. I think this game's probably like a 35-41 to 7 or maybe 3 if Notre Dame's defense really shows up. I don't think the triple option is anything that Notre Dame hasn't seen before, and I don't think they're worried about it. So I'm going to take
they see
Notre
it every
Dame
year.
And the under.
I like it. I like the same thing, guys. I like Notre Dame. I like the under. Remember now, I know I'm making a big deal about it, but that was my job when I coached for 20 years for my head coaches. I always looked at rule changes and how it would affect what we did and how we approach things. Navy running the triple option. I think if Notre Dame gets ahead, they're going to put the brakes on. I don't know that put the brakes on is a good word, but I just don't think they're going to be slinging it around trying to score 1,000 points this early, especially in Ireland. So I like 20.5 and the under. We're going to keep a close eye on it and see what the public says because we don't like the public. So let's move on to the next one. UTEP Jacksonville State. It's at 4:30 CBSS. It's a pick 'em as far as I can see. Anybody got the total on that one?
53.5.
53.5. Jacksonville coming into this year is touted as one of the worst 15 teams in the nation. Yep. Tristan, go ahead. Let's start with you. Let's keep going with you. But what do you think about this?
I'm probably not. So I don't.
Gun to your head.
Yeah, so when spreads get to +1, -1, I don't play the spread. I play the money line. I'm not gonna push on that. I like the over here, and because nobody plays defense in college football.
And, you need to shut up about that, really.
And
really.
give me El Paso, motherfucker.
All right, I like it. Tony, what you got, Tony?
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Jacksonville State one of those bump up schools from D1 AA?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's why they're going to be bad.
It's H. What do they call it? HBCU?
Or well, if they're an HBCU, but
no?
I just know D1.
That's Jackson State.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Now, I think both teams are going to be atrocious overall. I mean, UTEP is one of the worst road teams I've ever seen. I'm looking at it right here. They're 2-24 on road games with a total between 52 and 56. But it's your first game in FBS, so give me UTEP. Unfortunately, money line.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bet this game. I'm probably not even gonna watch it. Well, I will watch this game because we might have something later for these two guys. I'm not gonna bet it. If I have to, I'd take UTEP just because Jacksonville's on that 15 shittiest list, along with a couple other teams here. Donnie, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't think Jacksonville State's very good. The mass exodus that left them hanging. They should not probably be even playing, but the schedule was set before all of the stuff with Dion. So yeah, UTEP wins this. I do think that's too many points. I don't think this game gets over 45.
I got you. All right.
I'll be buying the under.
You'll be buying the under.
Buy it down.
All right, at 6 o'clock on ESPN, we got another top 15 worst teams in the nation. UMass going to New Mexico State. They got New Mexico State -6.5. What's the over, gentlemen?
45.
And 40 and 45. Give just for that simple fact, give me New Mexico State at home by less than a touchdown. I'll take the -6.5, New Mexico State. Donnie, what do you got?
So I think that this game's an interesting game. I mean, I understand New Mexico State's favored by 6.5. I think UMass has a very good chance of actually winning this game outright. I do like the under again on this one, but I think UMass covers the spread. And I think, like I said, a little sprinkle on the money line is not a bad idea.
Ooh, I like it. Me and Donnie, first time. Oppo. Tristan, what you got?
So I'm actually going. I don't know about if they're going to win, and I'm not sure about the total, but I like UMass to cover. They have 15 starters actually returning this year, and 4 of them are on the front 4 of the defense, and 3 are in the secondary. And I think their defense can probably the experience on defense can keep this thing within a touchdown.
Ooh, I like it. Mods get better and better when Tristan and Donnie on the same side. Tony, what you got?
Interesting, because to me, UMass has been one of the worst teams in college football since I was a young lad.
And they still are as far as the polls
absolutely go. So I don't know what they're seeing. I've been to Las Cruces. It ain't fun over there in New Mexico on that I-10. Here's a fun for you. Massachusetts has lost 13 straight road games the last 3 years, and since 1993, they're 9-73 on the road. And New Mexico State is 6-1 the last 3 seasons as a home favorite. So give me New Mexico State. You could even buy it up. Make it -9. They win by 10+.
There you go. There you go. I like it. I like it. Already.
Hey,
already.
Are we writing this down?
I'm writing mine down. No, I'm breaking this down later for I'm editing this later, so
okay,
I'll write it all down.
Okay.
But we talked. All right, it's all right. All right, moving on.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Go ahead.
6 o'clock after that, we've got Ohio and San Diego State.
Can I go? Let me go.
No, I have no idea. Other than I have no idea. Go ahead, Tristan.
So they've got 9 starters back on offense in Ohio. And if I remember last year, Ohio had one of the better offenses in the nation last year. And I actually think they have a chance to win this game. So I like the over and the +3.5.
Okay. Donnie?
Yeah. I like San Diego State in this one. It's a home game. It's San Diego State scored a lot of points last year. I think that they, although they lost some key players, I think they squeaked this one out. I do like the under again on this game. I think 49 points is a lot. I don't think San Diego State scores nearly as much as they did last year, but I do like the under.
Tony?
I hate the MAC, so fuck Ohio. Fucking down the MAC. When they start playing their conference games on Tuesday, it's the one day I don't bet out of the 7 days.
I was fixing to bring that up. Go ahead and finish, Tony. We're going to talk about that for a second.
San Diego State last year was a disappointment to me because they're always relatively a tough team to beat. And last year they were pretty pathetic in my eyes. But I think,
not in basketball.
Give me their money. Yeah, basketball.
Stop.
But give me San Diego State on the money line. And actually, I will be playing this game. I will be playing it.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, I remember the Tuesdays or Thursdays when Ohio would play, they would either score 50 or they would not score at all. I couldn't even. You can't gauge it. It's like it's like the damn slot machine with these guys. I don't know if I play anything. If I were to play anything, I'd play the home team at under a field goal. But it being under a field goal, then you can play the money line also. I'm not going to play this game. It stinks. I'll probably won't even watch it. But if I had to, I'd take San Diego State. Okay, on the 2 powerhouses, another one of the worst teams, one of the top 15 worst teams in the nation, Hawaii going to Vanderbilt. We'll be able to watch this on the SEC network at 6:30. I'll start with this. Just give me Vandy minus the 17.5 all day long. Give me Vandy in the first half also. It should be probably right around 9, huh, Donnie? For the first half.
The first half is at 9.5.
There we go. I'm close. Yeah, give me Vanderbilt first half 9.5. Give me Vandy for the game 17.5. Hawaii doesn't travel well. They don't play well on this side. Go ahead, Donnie. What do you got?
I actually like this Vanderbilt team, which is scary because I rarely like Vanderbilt teams. But AJ Swan is true freshman last year, sophomore this year. They're returning 8 starters on offense. It's a super, super young team, though. I mean, you're talking about 8 starters that are either sophomores or juniors. They have 7 freshmen listed on the depth chart to be playing or starting. I do think that this game goes over. Vanderbilt loves to throw the ball. They love to score. They can't stop anybody usually, and that's why they have so many people on so many freshmen on the defensive side. I think Vanderbilt does walk away from this game by 20 or 30 points because Hawaii is awful. They also can't stop anything worse than Taco Bell after a bad night of eating crystals before that. So give me Vanderbilt and give me the over.
Over. Tristan, come on, man. What you got?
I'm not gonna waste y'all's airtime. Just give me Vandy.
There you go, Tony.
One thing to piggyback off of Donnie is, I don't know if I trust Hawaii to score, but maybe Vanderbilt's team total over. That might be.
There you go.
I think more than trusting Hawaii to, but yeah, Vandy could easily score 50.
Let me see if I can find that. I don't even know what that is. That's a very
good look. Yeah.
Let me see. Hang on, I'll give it to you.
34? That's my guess.
Hang on, I'm pulling it up. It is
34, 35 has got to be around there.
Team props. 36.5.
I still like it.
Yeah.
7 touchdowns.
I think they get 45 to
anything under
45 plus.
Anything under 40, Tony. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I like that a lot more than the over, just because I remember last year Hawaii scored 7 points in that game, even though Vandy did score 50 themselves.
Yeah.
yeah. And that was
Hawaii's not going to stop. They're not going to stop anything.
My only thing is Vanderbilt's defense is super young. And they've got 2 of their starters out, Christian James and Darzanaga.
I don't blame you. And also,
apples and oranges.
I like that first half play, minus 9.5.
Yeah.
I think you can take Vandy any which way here, and you're going to be okay.
Yeah, I like it. That might be 3 plays right there in one game for us.
I got the week.
All right. Here we go. We got 7 o'clock. Here, I can't wait to see this. San Jose State goes to USC. Correct me if I'm wrong. San Jose State was 0-8 last year. They didn't win a game. Am I right in saying that?
I don't know.
San Jose.
I don't think they were. I think they actually had a better year than they normally have.
Really?
Trying to pull it up real quick.
I might be wrong, guys. I don't know. I've got 2 screens up. I can't do any more. Anyway, San Jose State is going to USC. USC minus 31. What's the total, Tristan?
66.
31. They're minus 31 and 66 on the total. San Jose State at USC.
They won 8 games last year.
Okay, I'm sorry. Then it was the year before they went 0-8. Okay. That's a lot of points, gentlemen. That's a lot of points. But go ahead, Tristan.
I've learned my lesson betting college football. Okay. Like I'm the motherfucker that takes the points here. I see 31 points. That's a lot of fucking points.
Sir.
That is a lot of points. But I've also come to understand they don't play fucking defense on this level. So I do like the over. But damn it, give me plus 31.
I'm gonna give you 3 more fucking strikes, okay?
Give me the 31.
I'm tired of you saying they don't play defense. They play defense. Yes, they do.
Just in
the only reason it seems like they play defense in the NFL is because there's no fucking offense. Okay, so
they just play it in the SEC. Go watch fucking Georgia.
All right, he's taking USC minus 31. He doesn't know shit about.
No, I'm not. I'm taking San Jose State.
San Jose plus 31. Okay. So
And
the
the
rule,
over.
so the rule of thumb in college ball, if it's a double digit favor, then you take the dog. Tony, what do you got in this one?
I think when you look at it, it's a coin toss with the spread. San Jose State showed improvement. I don't know what they're returning and what they're not returning, to be honest. So this is kind of a cold take. But I'm looking at it right here. They went to Auburn last year and only lost by 8 points. So last year they had a tough road test.
Wait a minute. SEC sucks, remember?
I never said the SEC sucks. I actually clearly said they're the best. But I think there's as much parity as there ever been.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm just being a dick.
You're fine. And here's fun fact. USC has not covered a spread of over 21 the last 3 years. Give me San Jose State and give me the over.
Okay. Here's the thing. Before I'm gonna let Donnie, I'm gonna let you go last. Okay, that way you can. I'm fixing to jump on this shit a little bit. USC, they have got to come out, and they have got to come out destroying people. You got the best quarterback in the nation. You're loaded with talent. You're one of the best coaches around. If you want to make a run and you want to do something, you have got to fucking destroy people. This has got to be a humiliation. This has got to be a 56-7. It's got to be a 63-3. This has got to be a fucking rush.
And it won't be.
It's got to be. For them to make a move, you've got to make a move right now. They've got to beat this team by more than 31 points. In saying that, I'm not touching it. I don't know what I got to see what they're going to do. You don't know what you got with these guys. You just know you got the best quarterback in the nation. You know they've got shit ton of talent at USC. He's got a great playbook. The guy's a great offensive coordinator. But 31 points, bro. And they haven't done it in 3 years. They got to come out and do it right now. If I was gonna bet it, I'd take USC minus the 31. But I'm not an idiot, and I'm not that toxic. Donnie, go ahead. What do you got?
This is actually one of my favorite games of the week.
Oh, Jesus.
I've done a lot of research on it. USC is obviously a very sweetheart of a team for a lot of people that are looking at where that conference can go. But let's look at some facts here. Last year, USC won that game 30-7. 30-7. That's nowhere close to 31 points. That's 23, which may seem like it's close because it's just a touchdown and a double extra point, but that game is very low scoring. That said, San Jose State got 9 people on the transfer protocol that are starting this year, including Shavon Cordero, who transferred in from Hawaii. He was one of Hawaii's bright spots last year. He can throw the ball all over the field. He was a transfer. He is a transfer senior. But not only that, they got Justin Lockhart, who transferred in with him basically just because of it. And he
got
came
two
from
guys
Nevada.
you got 2 guys from Hawaii?
No. He transferred from Nevada, but he transferred because he had a good relationship with Cordero and thought that he could help his draft stock by going there. 9 people on the transfer, including most of the offensive line. So they really beefed up a lot. I'm taking San Jose State plus the points, and I'm taking the under, and I'm probably going to buy the points down on a secondary bet. The most I can buy them down right now is 23, but as more books start opening up later in the week, I hope to get it down to about 17 or 14, because that'll be like a plus 400 or a plus 500.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
I mean, I hear you, and I hope it works out. I just don't see how a kid from fucking Hawaii can help you beat a USC, but I hope so. I hope so, guys. I hope so. All right, the last game on the docket, 8 o'clock on CBS. We got La Tech playing the third worst, or this is another, Florida International is another one that's in the top 15 of the worst teams in 2023. And we got Louisiana Tech at home at 11. I mean, at home at 8 o'clock, minus 11. What's the total on that?
The
50
total
58
is
and a half.
56 and a half.
56 and a half. Okay. So go ahead and give me this to me is the same as the Vandy Hawaii game. Give me La Tech at -7 in the first half or whatever it is, and then give me La Tech at -11 for the game. I'm not going to fuck with the total because I don't know if Florida International even comes off the bus. But yeah, give me La Tech in the first half. Give me La Tech second half. Tristan, what do you got?
LA Tech by 21. Give me the alt spread.
Okay.
21. Damn. All right, Donnie, what do you got?
Murder.
I think that La Tech runs away with this game. I think FIU is awful. But I do not like the over on it. I think this game is probably like a 35-7 game. So yeah, I just don't see enough points there.
Have you ever been to La Tech? La Tech's one of those Louisiana schools. There's some schools in Florida. There's some in like Mississippi where you get there and it's about the third quarter. You get this haze come in. And it looks like looks like there's gonna be witches and shit. You know, it's one of those, and it's an old stadium. I used to work with. I was a defense coordinator for a head coach here that played there, and he said, "Dude, you want to talk about some cool shit to play there, and have these teams come in? They've got a home field advantage. It's really cool. Anyway, that's why I'm saying that. Tony, what do you got, buddy?"
Quick side note with LA Tech. I got a hot take. Arch Manning will be the starting quarterback of LA Tech in 2 years. All right. With that being said, yeah, Florida Atlantic, they're a fade anytime they're on the road. LA Tech, and then I'm kind of worried. We all agree. So is this like College Game Day where you full fade us and we all lose? But yeah, I'm on LA Tech. It seems
too easy.
Yeah, it does seem too easy.
That's the lock of the week, boys and girls. Everybody agrees.
Yeah, La Tech. I don't know. No, none of us were on Navy, right? We like
I'm
Notre
on
Dame.
Navy.
You're on Navy. You're on Navy. Okay. 3-1 Notre Dame. UTEP. I like UTEP on a pick 'em. I think we're split on the New Mexico State. I like New Mexico State -6.5. I like Vandy.
Me and Donnie took UMass.
Yeah. I like Vandy in the first half and the game. I think we're all on Vanderbilt there.
Yep.
And then we're all on La Tech. So anyway, like, follow, subscribe, and let us know what y'all think. Let us know what y'all think.
Hey, we love feedback. Give us feedback. Tell us we're idiots.
Ask Bob Tuesday.
And I'll point to the SEC at the end of the year just for Tony.
Yeah,
it's fun. Just make sure you're correct when you try to take the shots.
You guys let us know. Also, I'm going to be editing and posting a lot of this on Coaches Call 0 on TikTok and sharing it at Rick Zamora on TikTok also. So you can comment on there. Y'all been commenting on my shit for the last 2 weeks. So keep it coming. Keep the criticism coming.
What that boy got on his head?
Yeah, UNC, baby. UNC. We're big UNC fans. It's because of the schedule.
It's Ramses. It's their mascot.
What's it called?
That's a mascot?
Yeah.
Your mascot looks like a fucking crack fiend. Good job.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer.
What is it?
What the fuck?
That's their mascot.
It's Ramses, the mascot.
It's a ram?
Yeah, Ramses.
Okay, okay.
Have you seen there's a new drug out there called Trank. It just makes people look stupid, like they just hang there for no one. That's what their mascot looks like.
This is crazy. Okay.
Thank you for trying it out and letting us know, Donnie.
Guys, thank you guys for being on. Everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for being on. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, get us some content, get us some comments, and then go to TikTok and let us know what you think also. Thank you guys. Let's see how it goes, and then we will come back next week and wrap everything up. Adios. Coaches Call on tap, saying good night.
See ya.